Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 3 of albums that are 20 years old in 2024. We've been looking back at the year 2004 for the first 15 days of this month. Starting in just a couple days, we're going to move over to 2014 for albums that are 10 years old in 2024. And my top 15 and your top 15 from that year as well. So today, for pick number 3, this is an album that was released back on August 24th, 2004. Released on Stretch Records, produced by Chick Corea himself. I am talking about To the Stars by the Chick Corea Electric Band. What a great return to form by this band who had been away for a number of years. And this brings back the classic album, or the classic lineup, I should say, of the Chick Corea Electric Band, who hadn't recorded an album together since 1991. So this, of course, features Chick Corea on all sorts of keyboards, electric and acoustic synthesizers, electric piano, acoustic piano, right? All sorts of stuff. Eric Marienthal on saxophone, Frank Gambale on guitar, John Patitucci bass, and Dave Weckl on drums. And this is a mighty fine album. And unfortunately, this would be the last studio album the band would do. And now that we no longer have Chick, he passed away a few years ago, there will likely never be another Chick Corea Electric Band. And that's a sad thing because to me, one of the great fusion bands of all time, Chick, one of the greatest keyboard players and songwriters and arrangers ever to participate in this genre known as jazz, as well as fusion. And this is a very special lineup. Again, I've seen this lineup numerous times live, and I think all of their albums are pretty terrific. Where this one sits in the catalog, I guess, depends on your preference. I think this is, it may not be an upper echelon Electric Band album, but it's really, really good, and it sits up there. It's a long album. It's got a lot of tracks. Of course, this is the whole thing is influenced by, his love of L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology, and all this stuff. Interesting how you can make a instrumental album influenced by a work of fiction or nonfiction, depending on how you look at it. But really good stuff here. So we've got 17 tracks on this album. Unfortunately, one of the things the drawbacks of this album that I always felt is that there are these little interludes which kind of sit between most of the main tracks, called Port View 1 through 7. You add them all up together, it makes up a good chunk of music. Each one is like a minute and a half long. But for the most part, these are just kind of little throwaway segues into the main track. So I think this would have been a tighter album to maybe just do one Port View track that's like maybe 3 minutes long and get rid of all the rest of it. But all the rest of it is great. That's the thing. Check Blast is terrific. That starts things off. Typical blazing Electric Band stuff, right? One solo follows another solo, showing what virtuosos these guys are. You got Mistress Luck, a Portrait, and Mistress Luck, the Party, which is basically a 2-part track. That's about 9 minutes long. That's really good. Johnny's Landing is just terrific. That's the longest track on the album. It's just under 11 minutes long. It's in the pocket. It's atmospheric. It's nice little melodic bursts. But most importantly, you get this absolutely molten Frank Gambale guitar solo right in the middle of it, where he just goes absolutely bonkers. The sweep picking and all that crazy stuff that he does, just absolutely crazy song. Alan Corday is absolutely terrific. Again, showcasing Chick's ability to write a catchy melody, house within an instrumental song. I love that. Hound of Heaven's another terrific song. The Long Passage. Actually, the Long Passage is the song that's got the crazy Gambale solo. Not Johnny's Landing. Johnny's Landing has some great playing too, but the Long Passage is the one where Gambale goes absolutely berserk. And again, they're both just under 11 minutes long. Can kind of get my epic tracks confused here. Then you have Jocelyn, the Commander. That's also really good. And then in between all these port views, you get Captain Jocelyn, tribute by his crew, and then Captain Jocelyn, the pianist, which takes it out. And that's basically my take on the Captain Jocelyn thing. That's really Chick, right? And him just kind of just wondering if he knew that maybe this was going to be their last album. I guess you never can tell that, but he died many years after this album came out, but they never did anything else in between. But maybe that's just him as a tribute to his players in this band, and they're all great band members, great musicians, and maybe he was just feeling really great to be able to man the ship once again after so many years, because I know these guys all had a lot of respect for each other. And then Captain Jocelyn, the pianist, is just chick at the piano taking you out in grand, majestic fashion. So yeah, really good album. Like I said, probably would be a tighter album without all the Portview little interlude things, spacey little interlude things, which, like I said, you add them all up, and however long they are, let's see, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5, 6, 8. You got probably like 13 minutes worth of Portview stuff on here, and it's almost like you could have whittled that down to like maybe 4 or 5, and you have something pretty decent there. But the rest of it's just drop dead classic. Chick Corea Electric Band. So that is my pick for today, pick number 3. If you've heard this album, and I know there's one person watching who certainly has, George, let us know what you think of this down in the comments below. I know we've talked about this quite a bit in recent months as we've been looking at 2004 and whatnot. But yeah, this is a great one. To the Stars by the Electric Band. List your pick down below as well, and we'll see you tomorrow morning for number 2. We only got 2 left, and then we move into 2014. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, down there, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. We'll see you soon here with more stuff. Don't forget, Monsters Den coming up tomorrow. I'm sorry, tonight, not tomorrow. Monsters Den is Thursday night. That's coming up tonight. We're going to do a little tribute to Roger Corman, talk about some of our favorite Roger Corman films. And then tomorrow, no Friday morning at the Funhouse tomorrow. Martin's on vacation. Rick Labonte and I are going to get together to do a first episode of a little show we've talked about doing on occasion, where we pick certain bands that have lots of live albums. And we're going to talk about the live albums and which ones we love, which ones we don't, and how many of them are out there and why these bands have so many live albums, right? Usually it's because they're a really good live band and they tape all their shows, right? So we're going to kickstart it off with the Allman Brothers Band. For all you Allman Brothers fans, tune in tomorrow morning for that. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo, of course. We got the UK Connection coming up on Saturday. A show not to be missed. We are going to be ranking the songs on a classic album. That classic album is Aerosmith Rocks. Everybody knows how Simon feels about Aerosmith, so do not miss this show. And then Sunday is ranking the albums. Grant and Arthur and I back in business once again with Nantucket. So we'll see you then. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.